Lieutenant Klatt's been flying more than 20 years, but says it never gets old, and how could it when you're doing stuff like this? Take a look at the fire behind me, multiple crews on scene. This all started maybe just about 30 minutes ago, and it appears to have started in the garage. Right now it is hailing, and look at this. I was able to catch quite a bit in my hands. These gusts very, very strong. I mean, take a look. We put a bag up along the stop sign, and you can listen. This is what people are going to be ringing when those cyclists cross the finish line. Listening to a burglar alarm. You can just see the roof of that house poking overhead. You're going to see mud splattered on the side of the building. Yeah, well, the fire is still burning, as you can see from all of this smoke. Here's our drainage system, and it is just covered by all of this. Crews on scene here of a bar fire that broke out just before 4 o'clock this morning. I am standing here in this huge puddle in the Burger King parking lot, and I mean, look how close this water got to the front door. The county just got out here and measured this thing. The base of this oak tree, 13 feet across. This thing's absolutely huge. You can see for yourself. And when it fell yesterday afternoon, it scattered debris about 200 feet throughout this neighborhood. And you can see quite a few big chunks along the side of the street.
Alyssa.
Yeah, good morning. Live here at the El Dorado County Courthouse, where Philip Garrido is still being sentenced inside. We don't know who the victim is, but we know he was a 29-year-old male, and his body was found right over there by the American River Bike Trail. We're outside this home in Patterson, where 4-year-old Giuliani Cardenas was abducted. Now, this all happened just before 5 a.m. Thieves ripped the pipes from the overhang, cut the wire, and then tried to make off with all of this. Come over here and take a look at this car. Pretty unfortunate for whoever owns this car. Hope they have a snow shovel. But you can see all of this fresh powder. I mean, I'm walking right into it. It goes all the way up to my knees, and if I push it around a little bit, you can see just how loose it all is. You guys smashed their front window with some hammers and then smashed all of these display cases. You can see they're empty now, but they were filled with thousands of dollars worth of jewelry. You can see behind me all of these neighbors out. Some of them have been out here for hours watching all of this go down. Police were first called out here just around 6 o'clock this morning, and they were told that they heard screams inside that yellow house. That bus over there in a field crashed this morning with 23 high school students inside. I'm going to go ahead and turn on this spotlight to kind of show our viewers that fog is where hundreds have been coming out for the past 2 nights to attend vigils. And here you can see all those candles, some of them burning since Wednesday when Principal Sam LaCara was shot and killed. Here you can see a fire investigator taking some aerial shots of the scene, and then you can see some 2 holes that have been carved into the roof of the garage. Well, that's where that one firefighter was helping to vent out some of the smoke, and then on his way back, he fell through the front part of the roof. It was from this house that little 4-month-old Raimi Gallego disappeared. A lot of people are very upset this morning. This is what they're waking up to. Their tires flat and their car's keyed. Just take a look at the damage on this vehicle here. And it really almost looks like it's been raining by all this moisture you're seeing on this car here, but all of this is just caused by the fog. You can see a big group here in front of the Sacramento County Jail. They're waiting for about 25 teachers to be released, but it was here on this family's front lawn that Modesto police shot a man dead. Looking out here is pretty much an entire household sprawled across the side of the highway. This moving truck was carrying one family's boxes to their new home when it crashed. In this pile of debris, you're going to see things like a refrigerator, furniture, and look at this, family pictures scattered along the side of the highway. Here we do have our new reporter that Ben was talking about. It's Frosty, and unfortunately I'm touching him and he's starting to fall apart a little bit. I think this rain is getting the best of Frosty. I know, but he is pretty cute, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got good hair too.
This is the 2nd year that they've offered these types of services on Memorial Day, but the first time here at the Military Museum. Take a look at this garage right behind me. That's where this all started. Around 4 a.m. a man wearing a ski mask and dark clothing went into that garage and tried to rob the resident at gunpoint. A stuffed animal in the back of this car flipped over in someone's front yard. What time was it when we poured this ice? Do you remember?
Yeah, it was 18.5 minutes ago. It was 7:46 a.m.
Well, look at that.
Oh, wow.
Frozen.
Yeah.
Sneath actually takes you right up the hill to Skyline to that fire area. And this was the street that people were walking down yesterday when they were evacuated. That's right. Well, students here are upset about budget cuts and also tuition hikes. And about 15 of them have been in here inside the administration building since about 1 o'clock yesterday. So they're going on 16 hours. You can see a lot of them asleep. Let's take a look inside this garage. You can see where the walls came crashing down. Part of the tree popping through the holes, and that Mercedes buried by the rubble. Easy. All right, let's do it.
At least you're all geared up. Oh, there it goes. There it goes.
Nice.
Good form. Really good technique.
Yeah, that looks good, Elissa. Good job.
There you have
Let's see how I did.
Oh, beautiful.
Good morning and thanks for joining us for Fox 40 Live. I'm Elissa Harrington.
And I'm Paul Robbins. And a developing story from Midtown Sacramento.
A van has crashed into a marijuana dispensary. We now know how much the airlines have been pulling in by charging us to check in a bag. Johannes Messerly was released from the LA County Jail at 12:01 this morning. Republicans are lining up for a chance to take down President Obama in next year's election.
Yeah, more than half a dozen of them made their way to New Hampshire.
Now to a heartbreaking story out of Oakhurst. Police say a woman woke up to find 4 family members, including 2 children, dead. Police say a man tried to take a flat screen TV out of the school, but it didn't quite work out the way he wanted. Right, Sean?
Sacramento Mayor Kevin Johnson is not taking the day off.
In fact, he's making it an on day by volunteering. Sean Bennett is live at St. Hope Public School. Sean, what's the mayor up to?